G.I.B Gaming.
Hey YouTube, and welcome back to G.I.B Gaming. This is Chris, and as you can tell, we are here on ESO. Now, keep in mind that this is going to be on the PTS, since this build that I'm going to be covering today for our Necromancer has not officially released yet. So, bearing that in mind, let's get started. We're going to be playing a Nord. We are a Necromancer, and this is my tank build, as I've doubly named him the Unkillable Necro build. Now, keep in mind, you can also you can change around your magicka, stamina, and health in this build a little bit to better suit yourself. I've got it with 40 health, 14 stam, and 10 magicka, just because I do use a little bit of magicka. I do use quite a bit of stamina, so I may actually knock this down to 5 and put 19 points into stam. We'll see though, but that health right there, 38k health. I've currently got a food buff on, so I'll lose about 4k at that. So I'm about 34k and whatnot. So anyway, so that's my primary stats there. As you can tell, he is a tank. Really doesn't have any criticals going. When it comes to resistances, though, without my potions, I've got 27, and without any skill buffs, I'm at 27,000 spell resistance and 25,000 physical resistance. Let me get over here to these spells real quick for you. On bar 1, I'm going to be using Ruinous Scythe. What this does is every third strike, it's going to set off balance on my targets, which is going to help out your teammates when you're running your dungeons and trials, because the more targets you have off balance, the more damage they can do, helps things go down faster. On top of that, this is my primary healing ability, what lets me keep health going. Number 2 is Pierce Armor. This right here is actually going to give major breach, which reduces my target's physical and spell resistance by 5,200, almost 5,300 for 12 seconds. That is awesome during boss fights, because the lower their resistances are, the more damage my DPS guys can push out on that. Okay, so that is a key thing that I throw on there. Agony Totem. This is really good when you're grabbing up a bunch of adds and they get on top of you. Throw this down after 2 seconds. They get stuck in place for 4 seconds. So every 2 seconds, every 4 seconds, I'm re-popping this. Even though it lasts 9 seconds, I'm hitting them again every 4 seconds. So I don't actually let this go the full 9 seconds on there. And that's for the Agony Totem. Necrotic Potency. Sap lingering life from fresh corpses, granting you 6 ultimate and healing you for 1696 health every 1 second for 2 seconds. So, and that's just if you have 1 corpse. So you're getting that, what is that, 24, 30, 34? No, 20, yeah, it's about 2,500 health in 2 seconds right there. And the more max health you have, the higher that goes up. And that's for every 1 corpse. So the more corpses you have around you, the more you're getting. And then just having this on my front bar, because this is my primary bar here, I reduce all damage taken by 3%. That's amazing. My last skill on here is called Deep Thoughts. This comes from the, and it will take you a little bit to get it, but it comes from the Sigic Order. It is the last quest here. And what this does with the morph that I have on it is focus your body and mind into meditative state, healing for 1745 and restoring 1914 magicka and stamina every 1 second. You will remain in a meditative state. You can actually be beat on, if you've got a good enough healer, you can actually just stand there and do this and get all your stamina and magicka back, and then immediately cancel it down and just go right back into your attacks, which is actually really cool. I've been playing around. I've been out here at the Maelstrom Arena. I've been playing around with him. I can get to the boss, the first boss in the first round, and I can't kill him fast enough because this build doesn't really do any damage. But yeah, I can sit there forever and never die from him until I get bored of not being able to kill him. So bar 2, I've got an Ice Staff on. You could actually switch this up because I'm not using any Destro abilities, honestly. So I just kind of threw the Ice Staff on there to give me a little bit of a ranged mechanic. It also gives me the taunt if I use a fully charged Ice Staff. Also, I just love that graphics that the staff has. But for my back bar, I'm using Spirit Guardian. This one right here is going to conjure a ghostly spirit to do your bidding and stay by your side for 16 seconds. Spirit heals you or the lowest health ally around you every 2 seconds, restoring 1,224 health every 2 seconds for 16 seconds. You're going to do the math to figure out how much health total that is. While active, 10% of the damage you take is transferred to the spirit instead. This right here is actually really good because 10% of all the damage I'm taking as a tank. If I don't have to take 10% of that, more power to me. And as soon as that dude dies, I just immediately res him again. Avid Boneyard. Desecrate the ground at a target location, dealing 10,725 frost damage over 10 seconds. Consume a corpse on cast to deal 20% more damage. When you or an ally standing in the graveyard can activate the grave robbery synergy, dealing 6,392 frost damage and enemies in the area and healing you for the damage done. This is actually really good. I got the synergy that lets me use the synergy so that I can self-heal. Beckoning Armor is probably the best bone armor skin that you can get for this, or morph rather, that you can get for this. Wrap yourself in hardened bone, granting major resolve, major ward, increasing your physical and spell resistance by 5280 for 20 seconds. While active, enemies that strike you with a ranged attack will be pulled towards you once every 3 seconds. Every 3 seconds, if a mage or an archer, or even a melee guy throws a ninja star at you or whatever, they're going to immediately get sucked up back into you. So it's a really good way for a tank to grab people towards him and keep aggro that way. For the, what is it? I think it's a Undaunted skill line here. Yeah, Undaunted, I have Inner Rage. Ignite the fires of hate in an enemy's heart, dealing 2115 magic damage and taunting them for 15 seconds. A ranged ally targeting the taunted enemy has a 30% chance to activate the Radiate Synergy, dealing 1452 magic damage to them over 2 seconds, then an additional 4831 magic damage to them and other nearby enemies, which is really good because most of the groups I've been playing with are ranged groups, primarily spellcasters, not really a lot of archers. So for them to be able to use that synergy at range to do that kind of damage helps us take down targets a lot faster. For my alts, on the front bar, I am using Aggressive Horn because this is PTS and I didn't have to go PvP for all that nonsense. But that is under the Assault. You have to get to rank 10 in order to get it. And I'm not going to PvP enough to do that. I didn't really put any, I probably should have been putting points into this. But I think it all has to do with the actual PvP stuff. So Aggressive Horn, sound a war horn to rally your forces, increasing you and your allies' max magicka and max stamina by 10% for 30 seconds, while you and your allies gain major force, increasing your critical damage by 15% for 9 seconds. So we get major force, increasing our crit damage, and we're going to get max magicka and max stamina for 30 seconds. So that's really good there. And then on my back bar, just in case I have like a, oh crap, I'm about to die, my healer's down, I have Ravenous Goliath. Become a horrifying Ravenous Goliath, increasing your max health by 30,000 for 20 seconds and immediately restoring 30,000 health. While transformed, your light attacks restore 868 health and your fully charged heavy attacks restore 2171 health. You deal 2398 damage to nearby enemies every second and heal for that amount. This ability scales off your max health. So this one lets you have this aura that goes out around you, and it's really stupid powerful. I mean, it really is. But this aura basically makes it to where you cannot die. It's just ridiculous. And you couple that with a bunch of the abilities that I have that let me get ultimate pretty quickly, and I could conceivably, within 10 seconds, 20 seconds, depending on how many targets I'm fighting, have my ult back up. So 1 to 2 pulls, you can get your ult back up and just use it again. It's really, really effective at doing that. Now, don't take this build to heart. Again, this is PTS, so a lot of things may change between now and the release on June 4th. So take what I've put down as a grain of salt, but in PTS, this is a definite build that I would go with. As you can see, I was over here just messing around with a whole bunch of different stuff, trying to figure out what I want, what I needed that would make this guy tanky. That's all I really wanted was tank. You know, because I see these guys that do tanking, and I went vampire on this guy simply because I wanted the recovery that he gets, because honestly it just helps. But that being said, this is the build that I did. I call him my unkillable Necro Tank, simply because everything I do just gives me tons and tons and tons of health back. And then as soon as I run out of resources, I just pop this. Stuff can beat on me because of my passives for this. I gain armor while I do it. And then as soon as I get enough back to start hitting things, I just drop out and go right back to my rotation. So that's it for this video, guys. I just wanted to show you my tank build. I am going to do a build probably tomorrow for my stamina werewolf necro, which I know is kind of oxymoronic that it's a necro werewolf, but that's what he is. So we'll have fun with that one tomorrow. I'm still trying to work a few kinks out of that build. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Again, this is Chris over at G.I.B Gaming. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm going to have a link on this side of the video. That's going to be what YouTube suggests for you because they're psychic and they know what's best for you. On this side of the video is going to be a link to all of the ESO content that we have out available for you right now, including live streams. And right in the middle is going to be a sub button. If you're not already a subscriber to the channel, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell notification so you stay up to date with all of the content that I send out for you guys. Other than that, if there's a build or something you want to see or a spec or skill that I should cover specifically under the Necro tree or any other trees, races, classes, that kind of thing, please leave me a comment down below in the comment section. I do read all of those and I try to comment back at least within 24 hours of receiving the comment. So anyway, guys, I appreciate it. Mwah. Be blessed, be loved, have a great day, have a great week, and as always, as one, we rise stronger and wiser. Peace out, guys. Bye.